Hello guys, and welcome to another UK Card Club card review video. Today we're going to be looking at the second two decks in the series of the party starters. Last review we looked at the 50s and 60s. This time we're going to be looking at the 70s and 80s. As I said, I do have these all sealed. These are my open ones. If you saw the last review, I'm just going to sort of go through both, have a quick overview of what's on the royalty, what's on the back. And we'll go from there. So we'll start off with the 70s. Good era for disco. We've got the air cushion finish, made in the USA, 2010, United States Playing Card Company, Come and Play Bicycle. Let's talk about the 70s. Party starter trivia and facts on every card. United States Playing Card Company seal there. And then we have the subsidiary information on the inside as per usual. Let's get the deck out, the two jokers. What have we got here? What rock and roll star divorced his wife Priscilla after 6 years of marriage? And that would be Elvis Presley. And there, jokers have the same back. Looking at the front here. So here we've got the 70s in a disco ball, which is pretty cool. Then, as was with the 50s and 60s, there's nothing apart from questions on the faces up until. So on the 50s there wasn't a silhouette on the jacks. On the 60s, no, on the 50s there was. On the 60s there wasn't. Now back on the 70s there is, and there's a very groovy disco guy there. For the Queen, you've got a female disco attendee, and then oof, this guy's rocking out some Night Fever here. So back again, so the aces all have this 70s disco ball. All of the jacks will have that first dude, Queen, King, reoccurring. So I mean, it's pretty cool. Some of the questions will be a bit closer to ones that I can answer. I mean, I wasn't born in the 70s, but you know, my older brother was, so I can appreciate some of this stuff. So Shake Your Groove thing, very cool. Now, as I noted with the 50s and 60s, these are sort of cut with what feels like a press cut, so it's sort of rough on one side and smoother on the edge. And I mean, it just shows when you slide them, because this sort of grips the cards underneath. See that? Whereas this side doesn't. It allows it to glide. Well, it's kind of moving it, but it allows it to glide a lot more smoothly. And that's because this side's sort of slightly rough. And I presume it's the way the cards are cut. I'm not an expert on how they're manufactured, but it's just an observation. I'm going to handle fairly well. You know, as I said for my 50s and 60s review, you wouldn't use these for Magic or cardistry or whatever, and they don't have that feel to them either, which is strange because even say the bicycle seconds or you know, a standard rider back deck, they don't tend to clump together. They tend to sort of freely flow, but these are sort of not having any of it. So I don't know, it's a bit strange, but get these out of the way, and we'll have a little look at the 80s, which is a lot closer to the stuff that I grew up with. So let's talk about the 80s. Very cool green and purple. I really like this look here. It's very nice. Air cushion finish. It says exactly the same, just different colours. We're going to get into this now. I love this green and purple, so I hope that's continued onto the backs, which I think it is. Looking at that there. So these ones are pretty cool. Got the old boombox on the jokers. Oh, cool. Right. Oh, look at that. So we got a little game stick, joystick for a console for back in the day for the aces. What have we got? Other jacks. The other jacks have got a skateboard on. So I don't know why 60s didn't have anything in the silhouette on the back of the jacks, but no idea. Rubik's Cube. Some high tops. That's pretty cool. And that'll be reoccurring. Skateboard, Rubik's Cube, high top. So I mean, these questions are obviously all based around the 80s, which is very cool. I'm more likely to know a lot of the answers to these than I am any of the other eras. But here we go. Grody to the max. I don't even know what that means. I'm presuming that's an American saying. It's got a very Saved by the Bell-ish look theme to this, hasn't it? Like to tally. I love the 80s. I mean, they're cool. They're cool enough. As I said, the handling isn't great. You wouldn't use these for magic or cardistry. But the trivia is a conversation starter, isn't it? Especially if you're with an awkward group of people. Say you're playing poker for the first time. You can ask these like you do with your family of awkward Christmas questions out of Christmas crackers, the little jokes you get. So I mean, it's cool. It's different. I mean, I like the backs, and I like the way the backs sort of all relative to each other. They sort of all match the theme. You know, I won't show the other two backs, but you'll see them in the previous review if you wanted to go and watch it. But I mean, yeah, they're a novelty piece, aren't they? They're a novelty. They're part of my collection, but I didn't buy them because I thought, oh, they're awesome, I'm going to use them for magic or anything like that. They were just in a good deal, and I decided to get them. And yeah, I mean, they're just a bit different. I quite like them. Let me know what you think, guys. What was your favourite decade? Take care, and I'll catch you next time when we'll be reviewing something else. Cheers, guys.